Hey everyone, it's been a while. I say that and then I think of someone watching this video like 100 years from now, if that thing happens, and them thinking to themselves, well, actually, I just clicked on this, like, whatever. Okay, my hair's doing cool stuff today. Check it out. Yeah. So this video, it's not a ballet video, it's not a music video, it's not a fasting video. I'm hanging out at home and it's snowy outside. That's my neighbor's roof. It has 2 inches of snow. I think we've got like 4 total, but it melted a little bit earlier. This video is about a sentimental item. This is, if you don't know, an iPod shuffle. I'm trying to remember the year I bought it. I know I bought it before I served my mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that was 2008 to 2010. So I think I maybe bought it the summer before. This video is being made in 2020, the year of the plague. At least for most Americans, it's the year of the plague. So yeah, this thing is maybe 13 or 14 years old. I should have tested it to see if it still works. I'm going to test it because I have a plan for it. So I'm actually making this video per my sister's suggestion because I do have sentimental feelings and a lot of memories wrapped up with this item. But my sisters and I have an older sister living and a younger sister, and we've all lately got into minimalism, and that's a thing on the internet. If you don't know what it is, just look it up. If you do know what it is, you know it can make you a little bonkers. And it's not like I have gotten rid of everything except for one outfit and some pajamas and one spoon, knife, and fork. I'm a dancer, so I have a bunch of dance gear. I'm a musician, especially I'm a percussionist, so I still have 2 bags full of sticks. And I have cats, so we have beds and toys. I foster cats, so we have more beds and extra litter boxes and toys. And I like to sew and paint, so I have pared down my project boxes. I used to have a couple of huge bins, and now I just have one little cardboard box. And I tried to plan my acquisition of art supplies before I buy them, I guess I should say. Oh, this string's been bugging me all day, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. There it is. I'll explain this in a second. Oh no! So I try to plan, I bought these paints. I'm going to do this project and I'm going to work on it at these times every week for the next month or whatever. So just trying, sorry, art supplies are one place where I just tend to over accumulate. I saw a meme a while ago on the internet and it said, I have realized the acquisition of art supplies and the use of art supplies are 2 different hobbies. So I've been trying to be more careful about that. This is going to be so rambly. In case you didn't know, in case you haven't been to my channel before, super ramble. I'm not editing this one. I'm doing it on my phone. Sorry. I've got 2 of my foster cats. 1, 2, Binks and Fluffy. They're just wandering around. So if my eyes are darting around, it's because I'm looking at Binks and Fluffy. They're just in and out of these rooms. Goodness. So an example of how I've been trying to be a minimalist while still being a creative person who likes to have stuff around so that when a project comes to mind, I can do it, is this. There's a fairy garden in our community. It's just up the hill from us. And the owner puts out periodically little wooden houses or little wooden peg dolls, and she invites the community to take one and decorate them. So the last set she put out was for Halloween, so I took 2 peg dolls and I decorated them like Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Because I knew they were going to be outside, I bought, and I didn't want them to have a long time to dry, I went out and bought acrylic paints. And I don't love acrylics. I kind of was trained as a painter. In high school when I painted, I trained with oils. So I bought this acrylic set, and even before I'd done the project, I asked a sister-in-law, hey, do you want this paint set? It's going to have been slightly used. And she said yes. So I used the paint set to do my little peg dolls. They turned out really great. I was really proud of them. And then I gave her those paints so that I don't have them around anymore, because the last set of acrylics I had, I just ended up throwing away because they had either leaked or dried out. Okay, goodness. Just kind of my minimalism journey in the hardest area of my life. Clothes, it was not hard for me to minimalize. I just went through, I don't get super attached to clothes. I mean, something like this, my husband bought it for me, and it was a big deal to me when we walked the Grand Canyon rim to rim. Like, that was a big deal. So this jacket not only is nice, but it has a lot of memories to it. This little headband, I can take it or leave it. I got a pack of 6 of them off Amazon. I just wanted something to cover my ears and hold my hair back. Okay, the reason the seam is out here is I have a giant forehead, and if I were to wear it the other way and then take it off, I'd have a strip of red down my head. So that's why my headband is inside out. Okay, minimalizing. This thing needs a new home. I keep running into it. I keep having to move it. I keep storing at one place and then another place. And now everything is run by Bluetooth. Everything is off my phone. I have 2 laptops that I use a lot. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I also have 2 tablets, a work tablet and then like a floating tablet that goes wherever I want it to. And then phones are just so versatile. And I actually bought this when I decided I was going to start running every day. And I started out running like a mile every day, and then I increased it, and then I decided to do a half marathon, and then it took me running 2 full marathons. I did the, oh goodness, we called it the Full Monty Harriman? Somewhere in Utah. I did that marathon twice. It took me that long to figure out that I don't like running that much, but that's why I got this. And I have all these memories of running in the heat and the snow and the rain. It survived getting, it worked really well, even though it got wet a little bit. I have all this music. I got a new Nico Case album. I don't know if it's Nico or Neko, sorry. And I listened to that one just on loop, all 10 songs or whatever, for probably 3 or 4 weeks. And then off and on, I would listen to those. I have this entire album memorized, but it's because it was on here and I would just loop it, loop it, loop it, loop it, loop it. It was while I was running miles and miles and miles. And anyone who's done the move, eat less, move more thing knows that it works for a while. Oh, there's a kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty, kitty. Knows that it works for a while. And my first marathon, I lost 20 pounds, and my second marathon, I gained 15, just because of what that lifestyle was doing to my hormones. Anyway, told you this was going to be so rambly. So my sister suggested, as part of our minimalist journey, that I make a video about this and talk about how much it meant to me, and then put it in a baggie that I left downstairs, put a note on it, and then someone can buy it for their 10-year-old who they want to have access, for whom they want to have access to music, but for whom they don't want access to the internet. And that's just perfect. Think of a kid who just wants to get into music, has stuff they want to listen to, or I guess there is a way you could put books on here as well, if you could find an audio file of a book to put on here. But then you don't have a 10-year-old getting on the internet and all the scary things that can mean if there isn't supervision and a lot of effort put into blocking and stuff. So that's why I'm telling you about it. Goodness, that took me almost 10 minutes. It comes with, I'm sorry, I only have one hand because my phone, I'm holding my phone. It sits on this little stand. This is nice and weighted. It's nice and heavy, and it has a little rubber back. This is an Apple product. I'm not really an Apple person. It should pull up iTunes when you plug it in. And I know this kind of USB is going the way of the floppy disk as well in a little while. But plug this into your computer, and then the headphone jack is what goes on that little jack. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that here. I'm sorry, I guess I can kind of show you on my knee here. Oh, what are you crying about? Oh, hey, Binks. This is Binks. He's pretty cute. Okay, it goes on like that. You should be able to plug this into your computer, and I would guess iTunes would still take it and then you just find it and you load up your music. You people who do iTunes and Apple stuff, I'm sure you could figure it out pretty easily. Hey, Fluffs, what's the matter? Come here, bub. Come here, baby. Hey, no, I don't want to. There he goes. These guys are for adoption, by the way. As of November 2020, contact the Humane Society of Utah if you want to take a sweet little black kitty home. I don't know if they need to be adopted together or not. They are brothers, but they might be okay separate. Oh, what a beautiful boy. He's so very beautiful. Okay, I told you this is going to be so long and rambly, but mostly it's about my iPod Shuffle, which I love. I don't know if I made this clear, but it has a little pivot like this, so it would pinch onto the top of my tank top or my jacket, or it could hang out in your pocket. The only problem I had with it is it does need headphones, and I always wore wraparound headphones because when I was jogging or dancing, the ones that just sit here would just tend to bounce out, especially in the summer when I wasn't wearing a headband or something like that. So yeah, you do need headphones. It's not Bluetooth compatible. I don't even remember when this came out in comparison to Bluetooth or similar technologies. But it might be really good for some kids somewhere. Anyway, gonna wrap this up. And here in Utah, we have the DI. It's kind of like a Goodwill. DI stands for Desert Industries, and that is the thrift store business thing that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints uses. They try to employ people. Oh, someone got into the snacks. I better finish my video soon. They employ people to gather the items and then clean them and sort them and run the store. And then you can go and get stuff like this or clothes or whatever. It's just so much like a Goodwill. Just here in Utah, a lot will say we're going to the DI instead of going to the Goodwill. Just want to clarify that. Okay. Well, thanks for going on this little memory journey with me. As far as minimalism and like the process that's been for me, doing this video and talking about this item, Huntsville. It was the Huntsville Marathon. I did the Huntsville Marathon twice, 2 years in a row. I think it was 2015, 2016. There it was. I knew it was in my brain. But telling you about this now makes it so that I can let it go. I have the video memory of it, and I've shared it with my sisters, and now I've shared it with you guys, whoever you are. I know my channel subscription is like this big. That's okay. A lot of times I just feel like my channel is just kind of my journal of my journey through my life. Oh, I gotta go get the cats out of the snacks. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I do have a book review coming up. I have some more ballet exercises coming up. Fasting right now, I'm basically doing OMAD. Not a whole lot of new stuff. If I get more into this minimalism thing or anything else, I'll keep you updated. If there's anything where you're like, hey, please talk about this, just put it where people usually put that kind of thing. I read all my comments, even though on most videos that means this many. So I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I'll talk to you later.